and a ways and a means to do that through a commitment to run for public office. Let me bring Manny Hinojosa to the stage. Manny, thanks a lot for coming.
Manny Hinojosa, a strange name, but full of character that I've been honing and learning from my mentor and friend, Jerome Tillman, Greg Frymouth, and others that I listen to. 1 year ago, I leaned up against that pillar over there, and I just watched, and I tried to learn what's going on, and I observed, not knowing exactly what the Tea Party was about. But Jerome Tillman and I got together, and others, and we said, we need unity in this city. We need unity in this city. That's where our strength is, because I would go to the NAACP dinners and they'd pray to the same God, and then I'd come here and you'd pray to the same God, and I figured out there's something missing. So we got it together. We got it together, and this is just the beginning of unifying El Paso for a greater El Paso. We have that in common. Now, a little house cleaning. The El Paso Times, with all due respect, asked me about the police association. Of course I support the police association, but I do not support unions in general. Of course not. We needed work unions back when we had sweatshops. I believe in the individuals having the freedom. Another little cleanup, if I may. Are you going to be too religious when you get downtown, they asked me. Well, the last time I checked, they're already having invocation when they start, and they are religiously spending our money. I am not going to be too religious. They asked me, will you leave your religion at home? Yes, I'll be glad to leave my religion at home. But I will leave God at home if you leave your breath at home. Because the God that I believe in is responsible for everything you see around you. And I am not a fanatic. I just know, as smart as Aristotle, he said it's illogical to believe that you made yourself. Now, there's a couple other things that I want to tell you. We love stories. I'll make them short. Once upon a time, there was a king who would tax his people too much. And the people got smart, so they formed Parliament and the House of Commons, and they kept him in check. They made him sign the Magna Carta, and they got him out. But then a few years later, somebody got smart and says, wait a minute, I know how to overcome that. I'll call myself president, and I'm just talking about the present one. I'm talking about the last 3 or 4. He says, I'll call myself president instead of king, and I'll get 1/3 of the population and give them government jobs, and I'll provide for them so they don't have to work too hard, and then the people will have a harder time getting rid of me. But we're not going to let that happen. It's already about 35% of our population that is either receiving help from government or working for government, and it's got to stop, because when you have 5 people pulling the cart and 5 people riding the cart, the 5 people pulling the cart are going to die, and the ones inside the cart are going to starve to death. Taxes. Everybody knows that taxes are money, but do we remember that money comes from our labor comes from our time and lifeblood. Now listen, our time and lifeblood. The last time I checked, if you tax me too much like the Pharaoh did, you're taking my lifeblood. I do not want you to... Originally, a government was supposed to provide only that which the people could not do for themselves. Originally, government was supposed to provide only that which I cannot do for myself. But lately, my government has tried to be my nanny, and I will not have it. Now, we know about the local elections, and I have a lot of people that tell me, Manny, we're focused at the federal level. We're focused at the state level. My friend, have we already figured out there is a 10-foot economic tsunami coming our way, and we have to be ready for it. We've been praying for this city to be solvent. We've been praying for this city to be the great shining city on a hill, and it's starting to happen. When I got into this thing, and by the way, I'm a minister, what is a minister getting into politics? I said, you know what? I never intended to do that. The only thing I ever intended to do was to try to look for somebody to run for District 1. That's all I ever had in mind. But as I kept looking and looking and looking and looking, I kept finding that person in the mirror. Because the thing about God that I believe in, and I think the one you believe in, when you go and complain enough, He will eventually send you to do the job. I have my views on Save the Valley. I have my views on helping business. From the guy that sells food at the corner downtown to the guy that wants to build condominiums, I want them to provide jobs. But I believe that the people in the neighborhood in which they're building need to be part of that discourse. You cannot have one group of people dictating to the rest of us how the city should be run. I do not take a stand and $20,000 later change my mind. I am the only one who has put in the paper, and we're talking about fiscal responsibility. I'm not getting off the subject. I'm putting my check on the line because I believe every politician or anyone who tries to contribute to the city, to our government, to our society should be willing to guarantee his work. And I am guaranteeing my work. I've already been quoted that I will give Matt my first year's salary if I cannot save the El Paso taxpayer as a whole $100 for every dollar you give me. And that's why my little brochures are in the form of $100. I will not be there for 6 years and still be answering questions by saying, I haven't been briefed on that. You will be able to go to the website of the city, which should have happened a long time ago because we're in the 21st century last time I checked. You should be able to go to the city's website and find out exactly what's on the spending table, how much it's going to cost, and what's it going to do to your monthly tax bill. I don't like surprises. I don't like to open up the newspaper and find out that they're going to put computer chips in my trash can without asking me. I don't like to find out that they're going to open up the valley that they want to keep so serene, but they want to make 10-foot wide paths to bring people in without asking me. We will have a town hall 24/7 where you can vote and have a voice. The website that we have right now is nothing but a PR. In conclusion, I want everyone who serves us with our money to treat it like a wallet, the way we treat our wallet, with a tight hand. And I am going to go and I am going to cut their credit card in half. Thank you very much.